back.
So, this segment, we're going to delve into something that we've talked about doing but haven't really done because we just ramble. That's what we do. That's why the show's called The Ramble. We're going to do, we're going to have Cory shoot from the hip on this one.
Shooting from the hip.
Just our first attempt at doing a review of something. We're going to get more into depth about it later. But right now, just initial reaction to the television show Caprica. You know, which is, if you're familiar with it, it's from the Battlestar Galactica world. So, Cory,
Tell me to take it away.
take it away. Take it away.
Like a showman. Take it away, Cory.
Cory, take it away.
Thank you, Conrad. Over the past day, I checked out the first 5 episodes of Caprica, and this is my first impressions. It's about like one really hot girl that has a clone of herself in the Hollow world, and this is gonna have spoilers. And this bitch, they're doing all sorts of shit. First off, this bitch is like, I don't know, and then it's like her dad's in there a lot of her dad. Her parents are like the worst parents that have ever existed.
But he's the one who invented the Hollow.
Yeah, okay, so her dad's like Bill Gates, right? And like, and he invented like the fucking internet apparently that everybody can go into. And so his daughter somehow has been given like the powers in the internet to create like life and shit. So she's like, oh look, I'll create a copy of myself. And then she fucking dies. And then only the copy's around. And you're like, what the fuck? And then he goes in the world and sees the copy. And then you got like, I don't know, people keep creating copies. People's dead daughters. And like, they're all...
I remember he's also working on a government contract to build military robots.
Bill Gates. The Bill Gates dude is, yeah. He's ginger, so you know he's up to something. Right? They don't have souls.
Alright, continue.
Yeah, so he was working on some like experimental robot, and he's like, hey, I'll put this super advanced AI that contains my daughter into this robot to complete my project. Like, what? No, like, you should probably keep your... Oh, it's a good thing you have some version of your daughter left. But he's like, no, I'll try to extract all the data I can out of it. So,
I mean, she's pretty smart on her own for doing it.
Yeah, but she was given crazy powers or something, right?
No, she created it herself. You know, her dad's a brilliant computer whiz, so is she.
Didn't somebody say, like, she was, like, they gave her the power to create?
Well, because those are the God's people, you know, the believe in the one true God.
Oh, I see.
That the God gave it to her, not
I
the gods.
see.
Because remember, they're a polytheistic society, and they have the monotheistic ones that are trying to come in, you know, remember, they're the terrorists.
What?
Remember the detective? You were talking about that?
Yeah, with the hat.
Yeah. No,
That's right.
no, that was the lawyer.
The lawyer with the hat.
Remember whose brothers and the runs with the mob?
I remember the hat. You should call him Mr. Hat.
Mr. Hat. And then remember the bald dude from the Global Defense?
Yeah, monotheism.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
He fucking hates those bastards.
Well, they're behind the terrorist groups. Those of you who follow one true gods are terrorists.
That's kind of interesting, right? I like that. He's like, everybody, right?
Yeah.
Everybody better be included.
Okay, continue.
Oh, shit. What am I forgetting? I forget what happened.
Her friend, remember?
Yeah,
Well,
okay. It's like...
And there's her and the boyfriend. And
Oh, okay. I pretty much skipped that part. Well,
Sure.
they all go to get on this fucking... Oh, okay, so the parents are the worst parents on the planet, right? And the mom, like, beats the shit out of them.
Well, she just slapped her once.
Right in the face, dude. And then she's like, you'll regret that forever. And then she blows herself up on the train. It's probably...
Well, it was the boyfriend who did it, and she didn't know that she was...
Yeah, this is why it's fucked up. So the boyfriend blows himself up on the train because he's, like, crazy... Suicide bomber? Like,
Yeah.
a little
Terrorist.
racist. Little racist. But then, like, the mother and the dad are both like, she did it. She must have done it. She clearly did it. And it's like, what the fuck? I mean, these parents are the worst parents. Well, you think your daughter did it? And it's like, the boyfriend did it. So, and there was all this, like, air of suspicion that she was involved. But, like, the parents are supposed to be like, there's no way. But no, the mom comes right out telling everybody at the very first sign.
Her mom is very emotional.
At the very first sign that it could possibly, she looks suspicious. She goes up to the
and it was just
podium.
A piece of jewelry.
Yeah, it was like she got a piece of jewelry that was like
the symbol
of the terrorist people,
which would be the infinity.
Which actually, when you say it, pretty condemning.
Right? I mean, because her boyfriend was suspected, yeah.
Right, but it turns out that's like some internet thing. It's like the key to
get into their secret on the underworld of the hollow.
Remember how she made like a clone, right? A hollow clone. That's like the secret key to get into the hollow clone room. It's like an infinity symbol. And anyway, for some reason, that also condemns her to being the one that suicide bombed the train.
Well, because they're part of that's the group who bombed it.
As soon as they saw the symbol, the mom interrupts everybody grieving to get at a podium with the cameras and stuff. It's like, my daughter did it. And it's like, wow, you were convinced rather quickly. Whoa, dude.
What did you say? She was She was taken by shock.
This is the same mom that slapped her. What?
Yeah.
Taken by shock? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Wow.
And she's obviously smart too, because she's a doctor also.
The girl?
Her mother.
She's wrong.
True. She, you know that she didn't do the bomb. She even knew that he was going to do the bomb because what happened? He's like, I'm sorry. She pulls open his jacket so she could see it, and it's layered with dynamite. And she's like, "What is she?" She had no idea. You could see the surprise in her face.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They were expected to run away to the planet Gemini. I mean, that's her thing.
Know what?
She was just thinking about going to Gemini.
I'm not giving the mom enough credit. There's all these signs, right?
Granted, he's only seen the first 5.
Yeah,
yeah, there's still more to come.
What?
I've seen the series. It's from the Battlestar world, and thank you, Frank, for bringing me fully into the modern version of it because I grew up on the old ones.
Shout out to Frank. What about? I'm waiting on some space stuff. It's been all.
Well, this one's
Caprica.
Well, with the Caprica series, it's the beginning of what's going to happen with things to come. So this is going to be political. It's going to be business, a lot of scheming and everything else. It's not until after this, then it's going to go to all the space stuff that you see me watch when I watch Battlestar.
There was that cool shot with the 3 bitches in the room.
Oh, in the hall room? Yeah.
Yeah, it was almost like Charlie's Angels or something. But like, Hollows bitches.
Yeah. And aren't they? I told you a bunch of cute girls in there, right? Her friend's cutie. The main character, Zoe that you're talking about. She's a cutie.
Yeah, they're so good looking. It almost makes me upset. It's like, oh my god.
And people laugh at us for being into science fiction.
There should only be like one really good looking character. You know what I mean? It's like
there's like a quota, and like you go past it, and there's too many hot ones in here. We gotta take some of them out.
Everybody's a model in the show. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Well, even the principal or the headmistress of the school, she's a good-looking older woman also.
Sometimes it's like a battle for who's better looking. It's like, oh my god, look at her, and now look at her in this one. She's wearing that. Damn. It's just impossible to. Are they doing that on purpose?
No, so with the created artificial intelligence, that basically pretty much it is. It's a consciousness built in the virtual world. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's her take on it and trying to put it, what her father's trying to do, who you keep calling Bill Gates.
Yeah.
About trying to put it into a robotic body.
Yeah. Oh, what do you mean about that?
What's your take on that?
Specifically on what? Him trying to put his daughter into a robotic body?
Well, not necessarily his daughter, but yes, because his daughter happens to be the most advanced form of artificial intelligence that he could have on file.
like, after your daughter dies, would I put him in a robo-body?
That's the idea. Is remember he
forever?
wants to put one in a build or remember he said he wants to build a hole in with artificial skin and everything.
Yeah.
Because right now she's in the prototype he's using for his military contract,
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
The Cylon.
That's right. Well, I wouldn't want it in a military prototype. I'll tell you that.
But what about putting it into one that's a little more advanced?
Well,
or tailored to non-military use?
it's like a bigger question of, like, I was thinking this when I was watching it. If your daughter died and you were able to put a virtual copy of her in a machine to live in your house with you, wouldn't your, like, real daughter that died be mad at you? But, like say you did that the day she died, and then just, like...
But wasn't that one of the questions that they were talking about is there an after? If not, is it going to be done?
What do you mean? Oh, like...
Because even, remember, I remember you made a comment to me when we were watching it about, remember we were talking about the guy with the hat, Mr. Hat, the lawyer, when he was talking to his son, and his son asked, he's like, do they still hurt?
Yeah. Well, even take away...
But that's adding into if there is something else.
Yeah. But if you even take away what she would think about it, and you just analyze your feelings about it, what would you think 20 years from now when you think, like, I never even really grieved? Is that the right word?
Yeah.
For my daughter dying. I spent one day and then just started pretending it never happened.
But wouldn't some of the grieving process being to be able to replicate her?
Well, like,
I mean, most people, when they want to grieve, they want that person back.
Yeah.
He has the means to bring that person back. So part of his grieving process is to bring her back, and he could do it because he's smart enough, he has the technology, and he's the head of the company that builds the technology.
What was I wonder, because there was already differences between the copy and the original, wasn't there? Didn't, the copy not know certain things?
Well, it's what the copy did. Certain things from consciousness of the creator wasn't told to the copy. And then anything after the last time they talked, she doesn't know. She knew something happened because of what was going on. Remember when her friend came back to visit her? And to see if the copy was even there.
Yeah.
But it was because it was created outside of the... but she kind of knew something happened because she was designed to have feelings in real time. Remember she was talking about she was trying to develop an algorithm for it? But, so along with that, like, she doesn't know because she... Like, when they were talking about bringing in the principal to come talk, like, she could help us, she said no because if Zoe really wanted the principal to know about her, she would have brought her in there to begin with. Or given her a pass or give her access to things. Why would she keep her in the dark? As a copy, it was a perfect copy, but when it comes, once it was made, certain things that were going after that, the copy's not going to share the same mind anymore.
I think you should have to wait a month.
A month? So, a month of grieving.
Yeah.
Okay, well, when did it...
And then you can't fuck it for 2 months.
But you know, I'm not sure about the timeline, but I forget, but I think it was almost a month before he even found out that avatar existed.
Then it's okay.
So he already...
It's alright.
Yeah.
But now!
Okay, now you got that. Okay, I think it was about a month or so. Either 3 weeks or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or a month before he even...
You're right.
He came to learn about the avatar.
I see what you're saying.
Before he even found out that...
Well, that's why that rule exists. Because he had to deal with it.
Cory's rule of 1 month.
On the ramble.
So... Okay, now go on.
Let's see. Where were we?
You also haven't talked about Mr. Hat yet.
No, okay, yeah, and his brother.
And remember, his daughter died. His daughter and wife died in the train also.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't really remember them before they died. I just remember him grieving so bad.
Well, remember when the girl that made the copy was going there in the train? Remember the other girl that was talking on the phone telling him, like, oh, you gotta miss my brother's thing, and then she was on the train. She's like, yeah, did I tell you about this girl? She said, like, oh, I could smell Taurons for a while because they're dirt eaters.
Dirt eaters?
Yeah.
She called them dirt eaters?
Yeah.
On the train?
Well, she was telling her mom a story.
Was the guy that blew himself up a Tauran?
No, I think he was a Caprican.
That would have made it a little more interesting, don't you think?
No, I think as far as I know, he's a Caprican.
Okay. Now, all the Taurans have tattoos, or just some?
Well, they're markings of different things, but yeah, they have the tattoos.
You know what? That dude's Mr. Hat's brother is he's teaching the kid how to be a criminal.
Yeah. Well, from what I read, a lot of the stuff, the Taurans are kind of. I mean, all this is kind of like a allegory for our society as it is. You know, the Capricorns are kind of modeled off of, you know, the Americans and the Britons. Notice their colors of their flag are red, white, and blue.
Oh, I didn't. Wow.
Well, when you watch, you can notice the banners.
Hawkeye Conrad.
But and the other ones they're kind of based on a well, their accents and look is mostly Latin based, and in Latin mostly you know, from Rome language based, and then but the tattoos and all that, and their structure is very Soviet Russian.
Oh.
You know, and when you go through the, have you seen the picture Eastern Promises? I know I showed it to Nathan when he was here, actually before he moved to Arizona. It goes into the tattoos mean different things. That's when remember when he had the lady in the car and she's all, what about things? He's all, well, they mean different things. It can mean you're a parent. They can mean, you know, your status, your family status.
Gangster.
He's all, but it could also mean you're a criminal. Okay, but go on. You're talking about her? Talking about his brother, Mr. Hat's brother.
Yeah, he's teaching that kid how to be a gangster, dude. What's that about?
Remember, they both came to Caprica as orphans during the war because there was on Tauran.
His brother's gonna be pissed, dude. I'd be pissed. Don't you dare do that. It's messed up.
Now, would you say? But was he really teaching him to be a criminal, or was he teaching him to survive in the cruel reality of the real world?
How does his parents not informed if he's arrested?
He's with his uncle.
That's true. It's not an Earth, huh? It's Caprica.
Well, even that, I mean, they probably didn't take him. They probably just took him there and let him go because his uncle was the one who was in trouble, not him. He's like, well, I'll take him home then. Because he's still being released to an adult and a family member. It's like at school. I'll let you go.
That guy's got like sweet daggers, dude. He's got like 2 of them.
Yeah.
Right? He's like slicing people.
What was he? Who did he kill? He killed the Minister of Defense or something like that.
Yeah, that guy's like a secret secret service or something. Secret assassin. You know what this reminds me of? There's lots of like questions about whether a copy of someone's a real person, and
they were talking about that.
That's a lot of what Full Metal Alchemist, the anime, is about. Like,
so you think that's a really good parallel?
Yeah, that's a good parallel, and that they try to bring their mom back using magic, basically.
Mm.
And when their mom comes back, it's like,
yeah, because I mean, there's other stories like, you know, like Mary Shelley, you know, the reanimation of life with her book Frankenstein. You know, it's the...
Yeah, Frankenstein. Isn't that the first one? The first reanimation story, isn't it?
You know, it was, you know, what was it, a Frankenstein or a modern Prometheus? Was it? Which was the title of the book.
Oh.
I mean, I saw a copy to you. Well, no, that was Icarus.
Icarus? Oh, Icarus.
Prometheus took fire from the gods and brought it down.
Fire, not close enough.
Yeah. But that was another one of the reanimation. I could see that, like, but is the copy the same as? I mean, even like if you follow Stephen King, you know, I like Stephen King movies. I never got big into the books, but I know Pet Sematary is the same thing. You know, you bring them back from the dead, but they're not going to be the same.
I never saw Pet Sematary. Did he try to like eat the person or something?
You've never seen Pet Sematary?
That's my impression. He tries to eat the owner.
Oh no, it's a very different thing. You know what? I think it might still be available on the Netflix. We got to check it out tomorrow. You have to watch Pet Sematary.
Pet Sematary? How old is that movie?
Oh, fuck. It's old. It's older than me, most likely. Actually, no, I think it is.
Damn.
Yeah, Fred Gwynn was in it. Have you ever seen The Munsters?
Yes.
Herman Munster?
Herman Munster?
That's Fred Whitman.
Is he dressed like Herman Munster?
No, it's...
I don't want to see this.
Oh, shit. Come on. Anyway, back to the task at hand.
Okay.
You're
He's teaching that little kid how to be a criminal. I guess that'll be important. Hat Dude is desperately seeking revenge. What's he doing?
He's more passive aggressive.
He wants his family back, kinda. At first he's like really upset his family's gone. Then he gets a whiff of, hey, you could recreate them virtually. And he sees his daughter and he's like, oh my god, that's not really my daughter. Something's wrong. You know, that's one thing all of them have. They all have the reaction of, that's not my daughter.
It was the big thing because she was made, she had no idea how she got there and she can't feel her heartbeat because she is just a...
She was the most explainable. That was freaky. But all of the other ones were like, I'm a perfect copy. Remember that time as a baby?
When she came into it, the copy came into it knowing that, like, created like, hey...
It was freaky.
Because when Bill Gates made her, he just made it and just left it.
And later
Said it and forget it.
That's right. But yeah, I was going to say, and then later on they find out, oh yeah, they left her in there. From her perspective, you disappeared.
Yeah, well, because remember you saw the footage when he disappeared, when he took off his holoband?
And he's like, so she's just alone in there? He's like, yeah. It's like, oh shit, that's fucking Father of the Year. All these parents are fantastic parents. Like, what the fuck?
But, like you were asking about, she was just a copy. Is she real?
Who? Which one?
Well, you're talking about Mr. Hat with his daughter.
Yeah.
And they made a digital copy.
I guess what he's saying is he took all the information ever of her on the net, of the hollow world and stuff.
Or just in general. Remember, it was report, everything. Anything you could find.
Yeah, that's right.
Any information. Your footprint.
But, like, what about her thoughts and stuff, right? What about her, like,
well, that's where the AI comes in.
And, in her brain, right?
Remember she said, if I'm dreaming, this is going too long? When the two other girls met her?
Yeah. Well, and they were saying, too, they're just dreaming. That's why they're sacrificing people.
Well,
they're just sleeping.
Well, when she said they're sleeping, it's more not like a literal sleeping, more like they have the wool over their eyes.
I see.
They haven't had their minds waken up to this new process of the one true God.
That's
what she said. They're dreaming like, yeah.
Just like one of the...
That was more of a metaphor.
I didn't catch that. See?
Remember the big thing is...
That's why you have a viewing buddy, see? Help you catch things.
Attention to detail. So you got Mr. Hat. And then what about the friend?
Which friend?
Little cutie. One who tackled.
Oh, Hermione. That's what I call it.
Little smarty.
Yeah. It's like... Yeah, you know what, come to think of it, she keeps getting involved in situations where it's like, is that guy gonna try to fuck her? Is she gonna try to fuck that guy? Like, she's with that one, like, swinger couple, right? And then she was, like, in the bedroom with the dad. And then now she keeps, like,
So you just want to see her get nailed?
Yeah, we should look... What's her name? We should look her up later.
I can't remember her actress name, but she plays Lacey in the series.
Keep putting her in scenes where that happens. But like I said, she reminds me of Hermione, and she seems like she's like trying to get shit done behind the scenes. It's like I think there might be a subplot going on with her that isn't exactly apparent right now.
Well, you know, you've only seen just the first couple episodes. They're still establishing what's going on, and then it's going to snowball from there.
I say, I don't, you know what, I should say, I don't know what she's doing in the real world, but in the virtual world, she keeps getting shit done, right? She keeps, like, she linked up the two copy girls, and they were all in the same room together, right? Yeah. And she's like, oh, we'll help them.
Well, because she's working closely with the copy, like.
And now the Cylons are on the net, right? They got the original copy girl on the net.
Yeah, she made it available for it to connect to it.
That's right. And that's scary. What about that dude that's tending to the copy girl's Cylon prototype?
Oh, the lab assistant?
Yeah.
The one who appreciates for a piece of machinery and the beauty of engineering.
That's
Not
right.
like the other guy's like, fuck it. The one who got his fingers cut off because he was trying to get a drill in there and she moved her head and snapped it off. I don't know. You know what? I know what happens, though. I'm not going to spoil it for you. But he's one of our favorite characters.
Oh, yeah?
You know, because he is. I mean, he's been... You know, she's just been looked at as a machine trying to cope with going from being a copy to being rejected to being locked away to now having a physical form. And then everybody looks at her, just sees a piece of, you know, military machinery. Remember her mother called it, it's a monster. She wasn't talking about her, but the form of the Cylon. And here's somebody who's being nice and, you know, this is a piece of engineering. You know, he said this is a beautiful piece of work, you know, which I could understand. I say the same thing about a Les Paul. You know, that's a very beautiful piece of thing. The way the wood grains, the sustain, you know, the magnetic field for the pickups, you know, the humbuckers, you know, I can't say it again more, the sustain. You know, that's a beautiful piece of machinery.
That's right.
You don't just toss it around like you would some other piece of shit guitar. Like, I mean, you hold that with a pair of kid gloves.
That's right.
That's his whole perspective. That's where she's like cool with him because that. And you've seen that too. You know, the way he was talking to it calmed it down. And remember, he was dancing with it.
He was dancing with it.
But yeah, he's a character I actually like.
He seems like he really likes his job.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that at all.
I don't think he seems like the type of guy that doesn't go home at the end of, like, when work's over.
He's kind of married to his job.
He's just like, hey, let's chill, robot. That's how he's dancing. Doing the robot.
Doing the robot.
I'm sorry. We'll cut that part.
I don't know. We might just have to leave it in on principle.
No, we're definitely cutting it. Cut it.
Okay, so you were saying about the assistant. Your thoughts on him? How do you feel about it? The lab assistant, the young kid.
I'm not sure I have too much.
Okay, now remember the girl you call Hermione?
Yeah.
Remember she started talking to the other kid who knows somebody who knows how to get them to Geminon. Remember the one that she tackled?
That's right. I wonder if that's like an evil subplot going on. It's a trap.
Okay.
I bet
that's a very nice thing to hear. Like that you said that about a subplot. I have to remember that one.
Cause like that girl that boy's involved with is really like strange. Like I was thinking, what is she doing? What does she want? You know what I mean?
She's still loyal to her friend that's dead.
To her friend that's dead?
Remember the copy? Remember she's helping the copy out.
She was helping the copy out?
Yeah, remember? Because that's still her friend. She's all, that's what Zoe would have wanted. We got to finish it. And she also feels bad because she was supposed to go with her on the train.
No, not that girl. The girl that the dude that Hermione's pinning to the ground.
Yeah, that's the same girl who didn't get on the train.
Yeah. But the girl that, how she pinned the boy to the ground.
Yeah.
The boy was fucking that brunette lady.
No.
Yeah, that brunette lady where they were all swingers.
No, that was different. That was a different person.
Those are different people?
Yeah. They just look similar, but the other one is different.
So those are two different young kids?
You're thinking about well, they're not swingers. They're all married. They have a multiple marriage.
Okay.
So the other one is her husband.
So, okay, the young guy that's her husband. So the kid that has the dynamite in his backpack
is not the guy that was at the lunch with him.
Okay.
Not with the principal lady and all her husbands and wives.
That's the principal?
Yeah. Was it
what is she teaching?
Sister Clarice.
Her name's Sister Clarice?
Yeah.
And now was she trying to fuck one of those kids, dude?
No.
I think she was trying to fuck one of those kids.
Actually, when you find out what her major ulterior motive is. Remember the kid who ran out with the dynamite?
Fucking kids?
No, the fucking kids. Not fucking kids. But, no, she does have ulterior motives, but you'll find out later. But, like the one kid who ran from the school with the dynamite is the same kid that Hermione tackled.
Okay.
Because he's obviously involved somehow. And
solely because he looks suspicious?
He has the shifty eyes.
During the raid? That's the only reason?
Well, that and other stuff kind of hinted her towards it.
Wow, they look really similar. I got them confused.
No, they do. No, I can understand how you could get that confusion. So you got the man in hat. You got the cop guy. You got Hermione. You got the copy. You got the other girl copy. The confused girl copy.
Stopped heart copy.
And you got the brother. And then his nephew. You got Steve Jobs and his wife, the doctor.
The worst parents.
How do you figure?
Our daughter did it. The whole time I was like, why? And then I was glad when the mob started attacking her. I was like, good. Good, that's what you deserve. And then, you know what? And then afterwards, too, they're fucking in front of the daughter. The daughter's just like, right after they're saying in front of the daughter, she did it. And the dad's like, I know.
You have to remember, they don't know that she's still in the Cylon.
Oh, I know.
And she can't move and not let them know that she's there.
Yeah, I know. But it's like fate or something. Yeah. I don't believe in fate.
But it's a prime example for you right now.
Oh, no, for the story. It's like a plot point, you know? Fate and stories are like plot points. Right? It has to have happened for something. If it doesn't, it's like, why'd you do that? Throw me off? That's a plot point, too.
Okay.
That's how it works.
I'm still trying to master the Cory logic on this certain thing.
It's not Cory logic. It's not. It's a lot of... It's YouTube logic.
YouTube logic.
YouTube logic. It's one word.
All one word?
All one word.
No hashtag in there?
I wonder if that's the website. Alloneword.com.
Probably at this point, probably.
Right? It should be, because websites are all one fucking word. I just made that up, dude.
So. And then you got the mother-in-law, Mr. Hat's mother-in-law. The old lady.
Oh, the old lady.
With the butcher cleaver.
That's right. She was cutting something up.
Looked like dinner.
Looked like dinner. She's making a dinner pot pie.
So what are your thoughts on, since you know about the ability to put in a stamp of somebody and put it into some type of cybernetic piece of machinery?
Well,
basically downloading yourself into something.
Nobody right now knows. Like in real life, nobody really knows. Nobody knows what consciousness is. Like they literally don't know. Somebody said that they have enough computing power right now to run a human brain if they knew 100% how it worked. But they don't. So what they could do is try to emulate a human brain. But that would take a massive amount, like more computing power or something.
But yet it's so simple.
Somebody said if you killed an inmate, you could have a computer cipher out their brain or something. Do that. Fuck it.
Experiment?
No, I don't know. But yeah, it makes me think like I said, I don't know what it would mean to humanity and stuff if you took out... People already try not really grieving over things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really believe in anything. But I still, like, have a hard time with denial and not accepting things. And you know what I mean? To be given, like, a robot that perfectly emulated something. Like, what would you do after a breakup? You know what I mean? You just be like, oh, well, 2 days after a breakup, well, look, I don't know. Like, all sorts of shit
Yeah, but that's a lot smaller than when it comes to death and love.
Your mom dies, and you're like, well, now I have my mom. What, your dad never lived with you, and now you're like, well, now my dad does live with me. This is my dad if he did want to live with me.
I like the way you talked about like, you know, where you draw the line at going on.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and then what?
Because then you're just going to be stuck in the same place, and
then what if you did have to grieve over something? You know, then you'd fucking lose it.
Because you would not know how.
Yeah, exactly. What if the data broke?
That is a very, very good thing right there.
Right?
Very, very good point. What about the scene about throwing...
But I'd still really like it. Right? You could do anything you wanted. Everybody be dating celebrities.
Or you could create them on yourself. Create them on, like, you know what? Download. Well, let's see. Who sounds good tonight?
I live with the Avengers. Like, what?
No, okay, now with the brother character. You think he's fun?
Yeah, the brother might be one of my favorite characters. Because I don't agree with his logic. But there's a certain, like...
I don't know, his logic is pretty spot on in a lot of things.
I think it's really funny. But yeah, that's why I like it. He's a character. He's a character.
He's like, you go to school first, let them do attendance, then you cut.
Yeah, it's like... That's funny, yeah. I don't agree with that, but that's funny as shit, yeah. What was the other thing where he said that? He said something where I was like, don't agree with that, but that's spot on. Yeah. Damn. I forget. Yeah, I really like his character. He's funny. Hope he doesn't die. Right? Now that I like him so much, he'll probably die. That's how it works, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, in the case of Sirius Black, yes. I know, he was one of my favorite characters.
He's an anti-hero. He's a good anti-hero, dude.
Yeah.
The brother, right? He's an anti-hero, dude. He's like all tatted out. He's killing people, but he's teaching the little kid how to be a criminal. But he's got like a heart of gold.
But there's also still a big reason behind it. Why you have to do it.
Yeah, I'm not clear on that. What's going on? Why does he have to teach a kid?
Well, because he's hanging around him. He's going to school to hang out.
Once you start going one direction, you might as well.
And I mean, and you think about it, you know, the kid just lost his mom and his sister on the same day.
Because of bombing. Yeah.
They were both on the train.
That's ex-boss.
And his dad's some big shit lawyer. He's always busy. He's going to hang out with them while cut school, you know, because we had a kid about that age, you know, he's, 11 in the series. He's about that age where he starts like saying, fuck you.
Yeah, true that.
I know I was doing.
If the uncle didn't do it, he'd be taken in by the terrorists.
Yeah.
Very
At least he's hanging out with his uncle. So his uncle's saving him from being taken in by
the STO.
The STO? Oh, you remember that?
I did.
So the STO, good guys, bad guys?
Doesn't matter because that Cylon's gonna shoot the fuck out of him, right? What about those little droids that were dodging the shit out of the paintballs?
Like like the small ones?
Yeah, dude. They need those in Star Wars.
Fuck, I can't remember the name of what was his name? The name of the droid that lives with Greystone. Steve Jobs or Bill Gates. You keep calling Bill Gates.
It hopped.
I forgot the name of that droid.
It was like, we need droids, dude. Hey, in Caprica, do you think, how long before they get off planet? I think that's what they were doing right now, right?
Well, they were trying to leave Caprica to go to planet Gemini. But here, there's going to be some cutback scenes to the planet Taron, but there's going to be a cutback scene to what happened on, remember he needed the chip and they were going to try to get it for him?
That's right.
So you're going to see the planet for that. There's not going to be too much. The big scene going off planet is going to be with Hermione. I'll only tell you that much.
Okay. Can't wait.
And it's a cool segment.
Spaceship. Going into
and especially what happens and the fuck with your head type of scenario. It's going to be good. But it's going to be Hermione. You have me using stupid names for these things, but we'll get it down. But it'll be that. The next segment...
This is the best review ever. Bill Gates, Hermione. Who are the other ones?
Mr. Hat. The brother. The kid.
The brother. The kid.
The assistant.
Charlie's Angels. The copy. Heart copy. Heart stop copy.
Yeah. I still want to get the next part after this, which is a movie that came out last year, which was Chrome and Blood.
Oh.
Which bridges this to Battlestar.
And who makes all these? The same people?
In essence, yes.
Okay.
I mean, from what I know, that this bridges the other one, and these were... this was an offshoot because he ended Battlestar Galactica.
So it's all canon.
But I wish they would have kept going on Battlestar. I can't wait for you to start that.
I can't either. I heard the graphics are magnificent.
Yeah. Much better the graphics than Caprica, for sure.
Glorious graphics.
Caprica is more of the political... Well, so was the other one, but the other one's more Star Wars, and this is more Star Trek. This is more talking than anything else. Where the Star Wars had action. There's a lot of Star Trek episodes that just talk.